Hi all, this is Vikram Sama, and in this video I'm going to show how to screencast on VMware Labs on 7, 9 and 6. And at first, the Lab 7 basically depends on creating folders in VMware vCenter server. And the main objectives of this lab is creating host folder and creating the virtual folders. And at first, go to vCenter, host and clusters, and right click on the training data. And now all vCenter actions, right click, and here you can find new host and cluster folder. Just click on it and name your folder as I'm just giving my name here, my group name here, web server geo. And if you want to create this, just click OK to create, but I have already created the folders, so I'm not creating here, just canceling. And now I'm letting you know how to create the virtual folders. Just go to home vCenter and VMs and templates, and for that click on all vCenter actions, and here new VM and template folder, just click on it, and here you can give the name as lab VMs and click on OK to save, but I'm not creating here the folder, I'm just letting you know. And here you can see the VMs have been created, and by this the labs have been finished. And now getting on into, and now I'm letting you know the lab 9. It mainly depends on accessing the iSCSI storage, and the main objectives are the VM kernel post group, and the second one is configuring the iSCSI storage software adapter. And at first I just let you know the VM kernel storage. Now go to the manage and open networking, and in networking just click on virtual switches, and here I just let you know what are the switches. Here are the two switches I have created. I'm just letting you know how to create the switches, that's it. And go to the storage, and here go to the storage, and here we have to configure the iSCSI. And here you can see that iSCSI software adapter and the down VMHBA33. And here to check the iSCSI, go to the properties, the down adapter details, and click to edit. And here you can find the iSCSI name as iqn199801.com.vmware.exi, and just click on OK. And now to check the paths of the iSCSI, just go to the paths, and here you can see my paths. If the paths are not came, the lab is not successful. And here you can see my paths, and my lab was successful. And by this I'm finishing my lab 9, the configuring the iSCSI. And moving on to the next lab, it's the lab 6. Basically the lab 6 deals with configuring VMware vCenter single sign-on, and the main objectives of the lab are using the web console to configure vCenter server appliances, and the second objective is using the vCenter web client to add the domain admin group to the administration. And getting on to the lab 6, just go to host and clusters, in the left panel go to administration and select configuration, and here we can create the identity resources. And here you can see that I have already created the identity sources. I'm just letting you know how to create the identity sources by clicking plus. And here if you give all the names, the domain name, domain is main DN groups, private sector URL, and the second is our URL and username and password. If you give all these and click on OK, and your username will be created. And I'm not creating here, I'm just letting here, so for that I'm cancelling here. And now go to users and groups, and here go to administration, here administration, just click on it, and here you can see my users and group I have already created, the top one. And for letting you know just click on here, and the add principals of the domain, just select your user group. I'm selecting my user group as geogroup.com, and you can see here. And if you create your user and the group here by clicking OK, you can create your user and group, but I'm not creating, I'm just letting you know. So for that I'm cancelling. And by this we finished our lab 6. Thanks for viewing my video, and comments are appreciated. Thanks a lot.